since I did my polishing my fingernails in silence, I was reminded of a YouTube video I saw about stars of silent movies who did not successfully make it when films transitioned to talkies. And the reasons why they failed to transition varied. The most obvious thing that people think of is that the person didn't have a very good, nice voice. They may have had a voice that was just unpleasant, too high-pitched, too deep in tone, that sort of thing. And that sometimes was the reason. Another was that sometimes the person had a accent or a dialect that they couldn't shed, or that they had trouble, trying to change. And that was, inappropriate for the talkies, or for most characters in the talkies, that derailed their movie careers. But I actually thought the most interesting reason why many of them failed to make the transition when sound came in was that they couldn't change their acting style. When you had silent films, the acting style had to be kind of over the top, had to be very mannered. It had to be very exaggerated. When the performers spoke, you needed a more naturalistic acting style. And a lot of them were just so used to that, exaggerated, over-the-top acting style that they couldn't tone it down. And therefore they couldn't change. And also another thing was, of course, that which of course happens, which might have happened anyway, even if sound hadn't come into it, is that a lot of them were simply in the process of aging out of the type of characters that they had played, and the audience was used to seeing them in those types of characters and wasn't prepared to see them in other types of characters. That's something that happens quite a bit. And some actors and actresses can transition from, like, for example, sexy type parts to, blue collar average sort of type parts. And some of them can't. Some of them are too associated with the, in the case of a man, the young stud. In the case of a woman, the seductress, that the audience can't see them in any other context. And so when they get older, they get wrinkled, they put on the pounds, basically the career ends. But then again, sometimes it doesn't. Joan Blondell and Barbara Pepper were both able. Shelley Winters is another example of all of those women were able to go from the young, sexy parts that they had played to, the middle-aged, average, working class sort of type part. Anyway, those are some thoughts. I hope you enjoyed hearing them. Bye.